This is KGW News at 11.
First on KGW News at 11, video just into the newsroom shows a powerful moment. A coach embraces a student who he just disarmed. That team brought a rifle into Parkrose High School back in May, and this is our first look at how this came to a peaceful end. Thank you for joining us. I'm Laurel Porter.
And I'm Dan Haggerty. The Multnomah County District Attorney's Office, they just released this surveillance video of the incident. We'll take you through it now.
You can see the Parkrose student, Angel Granados Diaz, walk into the high school with the shotgun hidden under something in his arms. Moments later, he nearly bumps into football coach Keenan Lowe, who doesn't seem to notice a thing, but it stops the teen in his tracks. The video shows Lowe make his way down the hall and Granados Diaz make his move, popping into frame a short time later. Within seconds, we see the panic that haunts parents and students as we watch kids burst through doors and sprint frantically towards exits. A teacher runs into the hall, and then you see the gun. Keenan Lowe is holding it in his right hand, backs away from the student, then embraces him in a hug. Another teacher grabs the shotgun as Lowe keeps a tight hold of the student. We can see the two talking and hugging. The teacher who took the gun calls police, who enter a short time later with their guns drawn. They find the teen sitting in the hallway, still with Coach Lowe, as they make the arrest.
Now, prosecutors say the now 19-year-old never intentionally pointed the gun at anyone except himself, and he never fired the weapon. In fact, he only had one round inside.
He pleaded guilty earlier this month and received 3 years probation. He's also been ordered to get mental health and substance abuse treatment. We want to remind you, if you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide, there is help available 24/7. The number to call is 1-800-273-8255.
Now at 11, a neo-Nazi group training in Washington state. The extreme move attorneys made to go after their guns.
A woman is beaten with a skateboard on a TriMet bus. The simple request she made that set off the attacker.
And some people are angry tonight over a decision to put down this small bobcat that was caught inside of an Oregon school.
And there is new information tonight in the case of a missing University of Portland student. Owen Klinger disappeared nearly 2 weeks ago now.
Today, police just released video of the teen from the night he disappeared. KGW's Catherine Cook spoke to Owen's parents. Tell us what they think this means.
Well, guys, first of all, they're grateful this keeps their son's case in the media more, possibly getting more help for it. Also, the video shows Owen going a different direction than initially thought, and they hope that brings in more video and possibly more clues.
It's just hard. It's hard not knowing, and it's hard to look any places. We've looked in the same places 3 times.
And still, the search for 18-year-old Owen Klinger continues. The University of Portland freshman was last seen leaving campus the night of October 6th. On Friday, police released this TriMet video from that night. It shows Owen walking from campus across Portsmouth on Willamette Boulevard, heading towards St. John's. That's a different direction than police initially observed. They released this map outlining North Willamette to Lombard and Fisk to Ida Avenue. They're asking neighbors along there to review surveillance and doorbell video from the night of October 6th, looking for Owen.
That could maybe give us the next point, a handoff of Owen's direction.
Police are also requesting Owen's cell phone data from T-Mobile and Google. Initially, they thought Owen had turned off his phone. Now, they say it's possible it's out of range or ran out of battery.
It breaks my heart how much time has gone by since he was seen. But I guess I'm encouraged that the police are working and really adding to this effort.
The Klingers estimate 400 volunteers have searched 300 acres for Owen. They say before he vanished, Owen seemed happy and in touch with friends and family.
Owen is 18, but he's not an inconsiderate, self-centered kid. And to leave like this is so out of character.
The Klingers believe Owen is still alive, and yet
The not knowing is really, really, really hard.
they're counting on anyone who's willing to keep looking for their son.
Owen matters. We just need your help in bringing him home.
Volunteers are planning to search for Owen tomorrow morning. They'll meet at the North Park blocks between Northwest 8th and Gleason to canvass that area. Back to you.
Catherine, thank you.
The Cascades are getting a winter wallop this weekend. Let's send it over to Chief Meteorologist Matt Zaffino. Winter wallop, Matt.
In October, how about that, right? A little early, but it's happening now. Up at Government Camp, it's still 38 degrees and the pavement is black, as you can see. But down at Santiam Pass, there is snow in the air. It's still 36 and the pavement is still black, but we're right on the edge there at the pass. And then down at Willamette Pass, looks like there's also snow falling, but again, about 36 degrees and the pavement is still black. So the passes will be in good shape until maybe Sunday when the snow level drops a little bit, and then we'll get a couple of inches there. But right now, looking at Doppler radar, a lot of thunderstorms off the coast, and around Mount Hood, we've got some pretty active weather going on with the snowfall. So here's what's happening with our snow levels and our snowfall amounts. The snow level about 5,500 feet tomorrow, but look, 10 to 24 inches of new snow, 2 feet above the passes from, say, about 5,500 to 6,000 feet and up. So much of the ski area, ski slopes, will get a good blast of snow. Snow level drops a bit on Sunday down to about 4,500 feet with 3 to 7 inches of new snow. Then we begin to dry out. There is a winter storm warning in effect for the Cascades, but I think you're going to like the end of the 7-day forecast. Guys, back to you.
Can hardly wait. Thank you, Matt. New at 11, a man is accused of beating a woman with his skateboard while on a TriMet bus. This is the suspect, 40-year-old Dustin Wood. He pleaded not guilty in court today. Police say the victim spoke up when she saw Wood yell at the bus driver over the fare. The victim asked him to stop, and that's when he allegedly hit her with the skateboard and punched her in the face.
We have some new information for you tonight about a neo-Nazi group under investigation in Washington state. In an unprecedented step, police seized military-style weapons from the group's leader, even though he is not convicted of crime. Chris Ingalls, with our sister station in Seattle, gives us a closer look now at the extreme group who's been training in Washington for what they believe is the coming war.
Point it at them and pull the trigger. The only right they deserve is the right of lead. Hail Hitler.
A series of sinister online videos produced by the Atomwaffen Division. The scenes include what the group calls hate camps, including firearms training. One recorded session occurred just outside the city of Concrete in Skagit County in an abandoned concrete plant called Devil's Tower. Why is Atomwaffen training and arming itself? Its members are followers of Adolf Hitler, but it is more telling that they also admire 1960s mass murderer Charles Manson. Manson's followers committed murders in hopes of sparking a race war between blacks and whites. Atomwaffen has that same battle cry. Race war now! Caleb Cole of Snohomish County is the leader of Atomwaffen's Washington cell, according to documents filed in King County Court. Authorities stripped him of 9 firearms, including military-style rifles, using an extreme risk protection order. They say Cole has been purchasing weapons, organizing hate camps, and escalating threats about the coming war.
The sooner the race war happens, the better. That's the kind of hate these guys are spewing.
Or we should all be concerned. These are red flags. This is called a red flag law. Everything about this guy is a red flag.
And it was the red flag law that the Seattle city attorney and King County prosecutor used to convince the judge to seize Cole's weapons. It's more commonly used to take guns from people believed to be suicidal. It's believed this is the first time one has been used against a white supremacist.
In a developing story tonight, some local liquor stores have their guard up after they say they have been hit several times by the same shoplifters. The manager of Milwaukee Liquor says the two were caught on camera stealing 3 high-priced bottles. You can see the man in blue putting a bottle in his coat, and later an accomplice comes up right next to him and slips a bottle into a shopping bag.
We all have jobs here, and if the owner's losing money, she can't keep us employed. It just hurts everybody. It could hurt the customers if enough stuff gets stolen. It could jack up the prices of other things to compensate for it.
Oak Grove Liquor believes the same suspects were seen on their surveillance video earlier this month, swiping some bottles there. At one point, one suspect raises a bottle over his head and allegedly threatens to hit an employee. Call the Clackamas Sheriff's Office if you recognize the suspects.
When we come back.